Are we going to see CBDCs in Australia? An ex-Ripple lead has been over there working tremendously hard, and this looks to be becoming a reality. But what is the news for XRP fans? How is this technology going to be used? Let's have a quick look at exactly what has been going on with the latest crypto news and look at some of the figures. Now, this article came from Crypto Newsland, and it's very interesting because Australia has actually removed 1 billion Australian dollars from circulation in the last 12 months. And in late July, Australia completed its CBDC pilot led by a former head of Ripple. Now, it was participated by a government and banking finance leaders across the country, and it states that Australia could potentially be going cash-free. Now, to get rid of $1 billion worth of your native currency, is this potentially paving the way for what we all love, CBDCs? Now, the news was announced almost 1 week after Australia completed its pilot around the pulling back or the withdrawal of all of that funds. And according to Rao, all 15 use cases of the CBDC were tested successfully, and the AUD pilot involved active participation from various government sectors, including the Reserve Bank of Australia, corporate regulator ASIC, and anti-money laundering regulator AUSTRAC. Hopefully I've said that right. Now, this is absolutely huge because from all of the people that were involved, there were 15 diverse user cases from Web3 commercial payments, online payment settlements, distribution, stablecoin proof of reserve, tokenized bills, which is something that I love, tokenized securities trading, and offline payment. So it has been tested across so many different factors. This is going to be a very interesting story, but could this be a huge development for the way in which CBDCs are seen internationally, and are we going to see a rollout across Australia? As you can tell, I am very excited. Moving on to the next story, Elon Musk has denied plans to launch a native cryptocurrency. Now, it has been across all walks of all social media, due to him buying Twitter, calling it X, in 1999 trying to create X.com, an online banking system, and his love for crypto. Is he going to be creating his own token? He has come out and said no. But what I will say is that at the moment, no seems to be a yes across the whole space. CZ said he hated algorithmic stablecoins. He's now released one this week. So I'm not taking anything I read in any of these newspapers at all to heart or anything like that. I'm just waiting and seeing what comes out and goes. But another interesting article came out from X that they're willing to foot the legal bills of any of its users unfairly treated by employers for posting likes or comments on Twitter. And this is interesting. And where has this come from? The move appears to be related to cancellations, and people well, it's the modern culture, isn't it? People getting cancelled, let's be honest. And people were getting fired for some of the comments, the things that they liked or followed or shared or retweeted, whatever. And he is saying that this is totally wrong. So he's created this new idea or concept that he is going to fight for the cancel culture. Let's see how it plays out. It's very interesting. I don't know why I wanted to cover this today. I just thought, why is this guy being so different and out there? Is it going to come into a full ecosystem we're going to be aware of? Now, this is great news out of Hong Kong and Saudi Arabia. They are teaming up for tokenization and payment research. Now, why do I really like the fact of this connection? Now, across the Middle East and Asia, they are very proud of their connection, their ties, their business. But for them to connect in this manner in research purposes suggests that they're going to the next level. For me, both central banks have signed the MOU in a meeting in Saudi, and they are very excited about where this could go. For me, I am also excited to see how this is received and the publications around the reports that they find, and we'll be bringing you the latest news around this. But clearly, two super giants now in the modern world combining forces to research technology around tokenization is going to be insane. Coinbase, it wouldn't be another day without a Coinbase update. Coinbase CEO has said that their exchange is not leaving the USA. Now, this is despite all of the SEC claims against them, the current court case that is taking place and started last Friday. They're not standing back. They're not stepping away. They are saying we are staying and we are not leaving. So this is a promising sign. It's fighting talk for this court case. Let's see how it plays out. And the last news story before we get onto the articles, this is interesting. Huobi and Tron's executives have allegedly been arrested by Chinese police. But you're probably thinking, why and what is going on? Now, according to crypto analyst Adam Cochran, he's released a Twitter thread alleging that Huobi and Tron's executives were arrested. And why were they arrested? For potentially running shell companies. Now, Cochran revealed that in a recent news article, with Huobi's exchanges being taken away for investigation, follows the disclosure of their involvement in running Chinese shell companies under the names of other family members, and these are significant developments. He remarked that it wouldn't be surprising if Justin Sun, the founder of Tron, faced consequences in the future. Now, this was an article that he put out some time ago. Now, this is interesting because Sun's lawsuits match potentially and allegedly some of his USDC transactions. This story is very speculative at this stage, but we're going to have to wait and see how it goes. Because Cochran, this guy that has released this story, earlier called a notice and flagged transactions, including the burning of $62 million worth of TUSD and removal of 50 million funds from Huobi and the deposit of 50 million on Bitfinex. Now, the most concerning aspect of Sun's apparent burning of all of this money was the true USD. And it raised suspicions that it might be a recovery attempt or a fake balance that was not adequately backed. But who actually knows? One thing that is for sure, we need to pay attention to this story. Personally, I am following this with great eyes and intent on it because I want to see what's happening. What is happening? We want the Asian markets to flourish, and this is a negative story for it. Now let's have a look at some of the latest crypto prices. At the time of me making this video, Bitcoin is currently at $29,070. Pretty much break even, bang on yesterday's price at the same time we made it yesterday. Ethereum is at $1,834. That's up 0.14%. BNB is at $244. That's an increase of 1.44%. XRP is at 63 cents. That is up 1.59%. And finally, BGB token is up 0.06% at 45 cents. Let's have a quick look at our meme tokens. Shiba Inu is performing well again. It's up 6.7%. Doge is down 0.12. Pepe is up 2.15. And Floki is up 3.6. But what does this mean for our ranges? It means not an awful lot. I'm definitely not getting carried away. I'm not paying too much attention to this because I am waiting for the next big move. Where is that next big move going to come? I think it's going to come through volume. And we're going to have a look at something at the end of this video just to see what the feeling is across the markets. It's the exact same story with Ethereum. Nothing much changed from yesterday's video. So let us see what happens. We're waiting for some news. We're waiting for a breakout before I personally look to make any more trades. The consensus around the market, I do use crypto bubbles. As you can tell, it's looking pretty good today. And there's some surprising winners in there. Hex is up 8.7%. Like we said earlier, Shiba is also up. Gala is up. Ape is up. And there's some surprising losers. XDC is also down nearly 8%. But there's one thing that I wanted to flag to you, and this is the Fear and Greed Index. And today we are at 50, which is bang in the middle. Not too much fear, not too much FOMO, I like to call it, or greed. So, where is the markets going to head? My advice is, it's Sunday, it's early morning. Take your heads off the markets and see what happens. Maybe just keep your phone on for some of the latest crypto news. And of course, stay up to date with all of that news on this channel by dropping me a follow. And please like and comment my videos. Thank you so much for all your support. We just crossed 3,500 subscribers. Thank you so much. Most importantly, let's go.